First of all, obviously, yesterday was a good day for the entire Tampa Bay area. I think it was a day where Mayor Kreisman, to his credit, laid out a plan that was acceptable to the city council there. I think it is a plan that is in the best interest of the entire Bay Area, and I have to give him an awful lot of credit for perseverance and for crafting a plan that protects the interest of the citizens of St. Petersburg, protects their investment in that stadium, and at the same time recognizes the fiscal reality of this situation, and that is the Rays, if they are going to stay in the region, and let me underscore the next thing I'm about to say. Both Mayor Kreisman and I are focused on keeping the Rays in the Bay Area. Where they are is less important than the fact that they are, and that they are staying here in the Bay Area. And I think the opportunity for them to choose between Hillsborough and Pinellas is secondary to the fact that if they are allowed to look, if they are allowed to come to a conclusion about the best location for their future, it will be in the Hillsborough or Pinellas area, which means we will retain our team. I am less concerned about where it eventually ends up, and I'm more concerned about putting our best foot forward to make sure that we keep that team. Now, all of that being said, obviously, the Rays now have the opportunity to look in Hillsborough County. I am certain that they are as excited as I am that they have the opportunity to look. I have said long before anybody cared what I said that I think Tampa would be a very, very competitive location given the history of baseball in the Bay Area, given the length of time that we have been sending players and managers to Major League Baseball. We have a very, very long, colorful, and celebrated history of baseball here in the Bay Area. So I think the Rays are going to take their time. They're going to look at locations in obviously Hillsborough and Pinellas County. Most of you have read or heard of potential locations that exist. My sense is, and this is purely my sense, is that Major League Baseball and the Rays would be desirous of an urban environment, a stadium that, like the stadium construction over the last 5 to 10 years, is predominantly urban. It's predominantly less intense, smaller footprint, more intimate environment in a urban environment that's walkable, that's pedestrian friendly, where there is ancillary development around the stadium that affords people the opportunity to come down from towers where they are working or living and walk to the game. I think additional development rights are oftentimes part and parcel of the agreement, and the urban development rights, I think, are far more significant for the Rays than a suburban location. So I am hopeful that we will put our best foot forward. Commissioner Hagan and I talked briefly this morning at a separate meeting. We will be convening that small group over the next probably week and a half to look at our options to start the process. I would imagine we would meet with the Rays sometime soon thereafter. I know Matt Silverman and Brian Auld are eager to get this process started. And, you know, then the burden becomes the Rays' burden to find a location, to do the due diligence, to look at the acquisition cost, to see if there are parcels large enough that they don't have to acquire additional parcels, to look at the financing methods, to contemplate what they would contribute to this effort. And, you know, we will have a very robust discussion. And I can tell you, from Commissioner Hagan's perspective and my perspective, we intend to compete and compete hard. And but always remembering that the overriding and overarching goal is to keep the Rays in the Bay Area, be it Pinellas or Hillsborough County. If the Rays come to the conclusion that they want to be in Pinellas County and the best location is somewhere else other than Tampa, then I'm going to stand up and say thank you for the opportunity to compete. We gave it our best shot. You chose something else, but we're here to support you and do whatever we can to make that effort successful. So that's where we are. It's a good day. It's a good day for the Bay Area. It's a good day for baseball fans. It's a good day for Tampa and Pinellas County, and certainly it's a good day for Mayor Kreisman.